Hola, hola, muy buenas noches. Espero que estén bien esta noche. Vamos a darle continuación al MSQ de Final Fantasy XIV. Si se escucha algún eco o una cosa rara, por favor dígame porque pues desde aquí está difícil de darme cuenta. Dale pues, sin más por comentar, vamos a continuar este. Faded Memories. Raiden. While the exarch literally pours his own sweat and blood into his allotted task, it seems only fair that we attend to our own, dealing with Elidibus and his minions. You saw, and there is one other matter. It may be, in light of the trend of our deteriorating health, Istola should not be left alone at Anidar. But I'll through you to visit her, Django. See that all is well. I will go myself, but I think she might be safer in the hands of one less prone to collapsing. My thanks. You may leave the Asians to us. While they are out of the way, we will retire to Elmore, and when Ishtola has finished plumbing the depths, I'd like the two of you to join us there. If you are bound to Anidar, I suggest you go beyond Bemuth Yards. Our friends there will be glad to provide a boat for you. Let us be on our way then. Don't do anything I would do. Wait, I have a gift for you from Tataru. For the horóscopo, cortesía de Juan Tataru. Disfruten su pan rancio. From Tataru, you say? Whatever could it be? Archon loves you, thou sayest. Why, even to hear the name, thou transport me to times long past. Ready for another world? May I try some? May yes, thou child? Thou must, that said. I thought I personally disagree with the consensus. I do nonetheless advise thee to temper thine expectations. Wiser words have never been uttered. Se le va a caer la lengua. Thought it really darkened ordering table at home. I can attest that it was a standard fare at the studium. Indeed, as I was never far from our peers' hands. Alfinol, you really are an unbeatable snob sometimes. Do you know that? What I believe my colleagues are trying to say is that we appreciate the gesture. Tell Tataru will do our best to return before she is forced to seek further supplementary employment. Right. Let's really be off now. We can find a drink to wash down the bread on the way. Las leyendas sobre ese pan es increíblemente fea. Muy bien. That's right. Ho ho, if it ain't the Warrior of the Darkness himself, what brings you to these parts? Heading out to sea, eh? But of course, we're happy to help. You say the word, and I'll ready a boat. A ver, espera. Vamos a Eulmor. Se me hacía falta el arma. Ahora sí, vámonos. Parece un reactor nuclear esto.
Excellent. I had intended to speak with you alone. None of my doing, lest you misunderstand. The link between her body and soul wavers. I know not what you hoped to find here, but it will avail you naught to learn of our past.
Gracias, Lidibus. Eso es lo que quería, que pensaras en el pasado. Receiving the records... Reviewing the records yet again, really? You worry too much, Elidibus. This dedication to your duty bears the own obsession. To think so you ill-suited for the role, how wrong they were. But come, turn your gaze outside the window, my friend. The rains have ceased, and we have been graced with another beautiful day.
It fades. Fades away into oblivion. Does the world no longer have need of me? No. I am Elidibus, and I will fulfill my duty. Sundered though you may be, you fought for the world's salvation. For hope. Hope. swells within me, empowers me. Now I may carry out my mission. And yet, why do I yearn for this? Why do I struggle so? I shall take her into my safekeeping. If you want her back, you will do as I ask. Show me your strength. I would take your measure. I have prepared a suitable arena. You need but ride the flow of ether.
Bueno, pues allá vamos. You are familiar with this place, I believe. This, remembered Amaurot. Proceed to the capital. I shall return your comrade to you there. Enough of this. You speak as if you were disappointed in me. Why? I am your enemy, and you mine. Our goals are in conflict, and we are fated to clash. Or had you hoped that faint sympathy and false understanding would cast your crimes in a less reprehensible light? That I would come to look upon you as a friend? You who have slaughtered my people, who will tear down everything we have built. You do not deny it, then. Very well. Let us change the cast of this trial. You will know what you have stolen from us. But do not imagine I can remorse, only justice. Forward hero, we shall see how strong you have become. Let us begin. Rest assured, there are no tricks. You need to defeat the enemies before you. First, Something easy. Those who have been here might encounter at the beginning. The perfect shoes. And I believe I had the perfect subjects. Pistola, Tancred, Ida. All too easy, I see. But at least you know, understand the rules. Thus, will we make our way to the capital? That was in poor taste even for you. That appearance should unsettle you so. I was under the impression you simply destroyed all who barred your way. Sparing Nari, I thought the possibility that your foe could be someone's beloved. But come, we shouldn't dwell on the beginning when so much of your story awaits. Membrita. Ah, sí es cierto. Every tale requires villains. Defeat them and claim your place as a hero. Uh, well done, champion of Versa. Well done. Onward then. Over the bodies. Looted bodies of the fallen. You tasted many sweet rooms, yes, but so you taste bitter tragedy. Who will forget Crystal Braves? That is a less pathetic dream born from... Ever faces of... Pathetic dream born from malformed creature. Faces known you know and loathe. Or let your hatred burn and strike down with all your might. With such ease again, you did always grow stronger with every battle. It seems it will take more than those monsters to leave an impression upon you, or maybe you simply fail to understand my meaning. Not that it matters, no. I have dealt with countless heroes, and always ends with the same way. No amount of reasoning will bridge our difference, will result in happiness for all. Whatever your reasoning may be, I cannot be bound by them, but I can I can but put faith in my own beliefs and fight for them with all my being. It seems there's nothing for us to fight. You are wrong, we can always strive for understanding from compromise. How very naive. If you are willing to compromise on your beliefs, you all would admit that they are flawed. And I assure you, I have no intention of compromise on mine. Come what may, I will fulfill my mission as Elidibus. But enough talk. It's not your assertions that I wish to know, but your strength. While Celiacus already regicide, you fled to the snow-swept fields of Coertas. Had you and the Scions measured the miles that day in the Sultana la Jabrea might have been spared his. But not only did you sternly live, you hurled yourself into the thick of the Dragon's Own War. Swept along by the title of events, you pursued and slew those who sought the mm, who sought to stop the unending conflict, just as you were beat, or was a tears of sanguine that dropped you. At first you are beginning to limp up to keep the fine form. Around heroes people are one to flock. People who labor all manner of motives, each baser than the last. Come, let the curtain rise on the grand melee. No more than they deserve in the end. Their hand of friendship was tainted with personal desire. You know what comes next. To put an end to the Dragon's Own War. War. Hijo. Rayos. There is no saving you can run this time. All you can do is go the serpent's head. Ah, rayos. As simple as that, a 2,000-year war was brought to its conclusion. But every end marks a new beginning, and for heroes such as you, there's only ever conflict. How are you enjoying the walk down memory lane? I dare say there will have been a few individuals for whom you harbored deep feelings. Those passing cause you keenest grief. That is what our people are to us, an irreplaceable existence that can ill be lost. I will save them, for they are my. Never mind. We are not here to talk. Let us return to the task at hand. Emperor Solus was kindled an insatiable flame. Aleman was its name, and it raged across the land, consuming all in its path. Following the trail of ash, you set forth for Alamigo, and Doma into a storm of blood. Again you fought and again you grew stronger, so strong that we could no longer control you. Yours is an unnatural beast strength, and we shall lay it bare. In order to gain the foothold in the liberation effort, you journeyed far to far eastern plains. There you encountered lands and greater warriors, so to win over to your cause. The strong are drawn to the strong, thus do you gather new allies to your banner. Yet, where ardent souls gather, so too those fires burn. In this way, did you consign those around to you to your flames? Burn them as hero, reduce them to nothingness. Like ephemeral morning dew they are.
Cannot fail. Not again.
You did not hesitate, perhaps could not. No matter, let us turn our attention to the finale. Here we shall have a test between fellow beasts. It's only fitting. Would you not agree? Well, I fought on his flesh. It was not true who triumphed. Return the place this time. Beautiful. Yo with refresh the was algo transferred. Voy a turn this time. Ah, pero esa vez me estaba desmayando, no manches. A creation appears to have lost its form. It is no easy thing to see through the eyes of a beast such as him. In any event, there is only so much to be learned by taking your measure this way. Let us try something different. Come, we continue this within. Impressive show of strength. But surely no more than a foretaste of what of that which MX6 Conqueror is capable. Such might requires a further measure to compare like with like. Yes. I shall just have to test you myself. Come, Jengo, show me what you can do. Fallen Warrior Ardbert. Es un poco fastidioso cuando estás en una pelea y te están hable y hable y hable y hable. No puedes hacer ni una ni otra cosa. No puedes ver a dónde vas y no puedes terminar de leer lo que dicen.
You have grown stronger since last we fought. The result of your trials in the first, no doubt.
Have you finished?
No la pistola.
My apologies. I freed myself as soon as I awoke. Rather too late, I see. Now, Elidibus, if you have ceased trading blows, I would trade words with you. I have a theory, you see. One concerning that which you seek to accomplish. It stems from who, or rather what, you truly are. A primal. The ancients created Zodiac to deliver the star from destruction. If the magic that brought him forth is the precursor of what we know as summoning, then Zodiac would have been instilled with a presiding desire. I found it among the records at Anadon, and it came as no surprise. Were I faced with the world's destruction, I too would wish for the same. Salvation. I know that you sacrificed yourself to become Zodiac's heart. How you came to be separated from him is less clear. But if you are a fragment of his being, it stands to reason a desire for the world's salvation would drive you. And thus did you seek to inspire the masses to rise up as warriors of light, going so far as to use Ardbert as a symbol of hope.
Correct on all counts. Such is my nature, and such are my methods. I have aided heroes. I have made them. I have even become them. This served not only to strengthen me, but also to facilitate the work of my brothers, such as Emmett Selk, with his penchant for nation building.
Then you will be all too familiar with the fickleness of mankind. We change, we forget, and what little we do remember becomes twisted and fragmented over time. For which reason, you deem us unfit to carry on your legacy. But are you, yourself, free of these foibles? As the last witness of the final days, do you remember everything that was lost? Or even the things you cared about?
Get to the point.
A primal is shaped by the hope that fuels it. Even should this hope be something as simple as the world's salvation, it is the collective desire of innumerable disparate souls crying out for deliverance. Having drawn your strength from such a cacophony of voices, can you truly be sure you still speak with your own?
Your question is irrelevant. No matter how much I should change, no matter how much I should forget, I shall ever remember my duty. At times I stand with my brethren. At times I stand against them. all that I might steer mankind and the very star upon their true course. For Elidibus is my name and my mission, guiding my every deed. But enough talk. You have shown me sufficient proof of your might. As I am now, I would struggle to defeat you. Yet I have still to play all of my cards. If I could offer you some semblance of sport, your lessers would pose no threat to me. Would you not agree, warrior of darkness?
It has been an eventful morning. If indeed it is morning, I have no idea how long I was unconscious. Regardless, I am gratified to see that my efforts at Anidar can have borne fruit. We have confirmed the nature of our foe and his plot. Now then, what news from the surface? I see. Then let us make for Elmore at once. We have much to share with our comrades, Elidibus party in threat, no least of all. But forgive me. It will seem my belongings will not accompany me here. I will need to retrieve them from Anidar. With luck, the ethereal stream you traversed still lingers. I won't be long. Una estrella, una constelación. Peculiar cristal. A peculiar crystal lies on the floor. Upon its surface, an array of lights twinkle like many constellations, with a tiny constellation of stars. They forth bring honor to the seat of the distorted voice of an ancient rings out in your mind. A moment preserved in the crystal, it will seem. You notice something else glinting up ahead. You find 3 more crystals lying on the floor, though they differ in color and decoration. Each is identical in shape. You focus on the crystals and find that the words they hold ring clearer than before. Behold, my friends, embraced by the earth and caressed by the wind, vibrant life flourishes all right in creation. There cannot be greater joy than to use our wisdom for the good of our people, no greater pride. May you all know happiness, now and forevermore. There are no there do not appear to be any more crystals in the hall. Perhaps it would be wise to continue the search outside. Your instincts serve you true, and you discover another two crystals. As you reach with your as you reach out with your consciousness, new voices begin to echo in your mind. The heavens are ablaze and the land rent asunder. What will become of the world? Is life itself to be denied? Come what it may, we must not surrender to despair. If we would hold fast to hope, we may yet find a path to salvation. The voices tell an incomplete tale. May more remain to be found. You soon discover two more crystals, rather too soon, in fact, as if someone wanted you to find them. Everything burns, crumbles, decays. I hear the lamentation of my breathing, and soon there will be only silence. We will deliver our star from its doom. This we swear, so please dry your tears. Whatever awaits at the end of your search, it is plain you have yet to find it. Soon enough, your persistence is utterly rewarded, this time with three crystals. The time is come. We shall rewrite the laws of creation, and we shall save our star. From this life of Savior born, may I be worthy of the honor. I feel my soul turning, slowly but recoverably, and the power I will begins to seem terrible. But this is right, it is right. The tale the crystal weave seems to need its end, but it isn't over yet. With almost melancholy, inevitably the 12 crystal soon revealed itself to your questing eye. Though salvation is ours, it became it came at great sacrifice. All that remains is to pray. To pray that we will one day meet again beneath a blue sky. Judging by his testimony, it would seem the voice was recorded in the wake of the final days. As you scan the area, another glint catches your eye. One is brilliant realities of life, replaced by the sticky glow of malforming creatures. Is this to be how it ends? For we who beloved the star? No, I will not suffer it to be so. Well, met. Well, we met again, my new old friend. Hitlodeus. How, how good of you to remember. I see you have been collecting stars. I speak of those crystals. They have constellation etched upon them, yes? High in the heavens, those stars shine their guiding light on the down upon the lives below, fitting symbols for the convocation of 14. Will you not agree? As you will have gathered, each crystal bears an account of the life of a member of the convocation as remembered by the Unsundered. Lest you worry, they aren't concepts. They are far too incomplete to be so, but they suffice for imbuing memories within sundered souls, that they might be restored to their office. Keep them. I am sure I myself wouldn't mind. So, how fare of your age? How fare you of late? You are fending with Elidibus this time, I believe. Hmm. I shall refrain from passing comment on your struggle. It is not my place to do so, non-departed as I am. But if I may give voice to a personal desire, I would rather you leave. If you do not, how will you keep your promise to Emenselk? The promise to remember. It must weigh heavy, the burden of all those memories. To one who has lived a life of such as yours, I can well imagine how Elidibus' experience may seem hollow, how empty his single mind pursuit of a half-forgotten cosmos appear. But know that his devotion is not without reason. He himself can no longer remember, even he himself can no longer remember what reason is. Well, that is quite enough talk about Elidibus. I will see if you can reunite the wayward stars. I mentioned before that there was a member of the convocation who opposed Ordiac summoning and defected, one whose office was left vacant. Defectors having been deemed unworthy of commemoration, no crystal exists for the individual in question, or shouldn't exist at any rate, and wouldn't had a friend not created one in secret. A crystal bearing the forgotten name of his office, along with a magic of his own conceiving a singular incantation embodying his spirit. Among all the office, the 14 was not unusual, for while the rest sat in Amarot, its holder was charged with gaining an intimate knowledge of the wider world. In the course of his duty, he traveled the length and breadth of every land and befriended countless folk. He encountered troubles too, of course, matters which he could simply have referred to the convocation, but was not but that was not his way. Nay, more often than not, he would call upon his comrades and together resolve matters themselves. Such is the magic sealed with that within that crystal, the magic to summon the stars to your side. In time of greatest needs, should you wish upon it with all your heart, it will surely answer your call. And now it is where it belongs. On there is no need for thanks, but nor will I hear any complaints about it later. After all, I cannot say whether I act of my own volition or by the will of my creator.
I was wondering where you'd disappeared to.
Listo la.
Is something troubling you? No? Very well. I have everything. Let's hurry back to the surface.
Ah, fresh air at long last. I will celebrate my return to dry land with a pot of tea, had with the luxury of time. But we must be prepared for Elidibus. Given what we know, it is plain he will not deter from his house, and nor will I, were I him. Not if it meant forsaking everything I love. That said, I have not forgotten how exiles sought to find a common ground with us, for all our misgivings. Ultimately, our differences were not to be bridged, of course, but one must always try. MSQ understood this, and if this gesture resonates with you, perhaps you might consider reaching out to his written. Though it may all be for naught, you of all people know there is no such thing as a foregone conclusion. Es un montón de texto. Right, no more musing. We have taken far too long as it is. Our friends are waiting for us. Our friends await us in Elmore, yes? Let us hurry and join them. Ok, vamos a Elmore. It appears we are fashionably late. Come, our tale will not wait. It is my pleasure to report that we accomplished our task without further votes or faintless. A feat we attribute to Tataru's most generous gift. We were starting to worry, but I see we shouldn't have, no? Ah, there you are. An eventful trip. You clearly look to you certainly took your time. Did something happen? We have been apprised of the situation, suffice to say we can ill afford to lose able-bodied citizens during this vital period of rebuilding. This will be my first time meeting Master Chai in his capacity of mayor. The fellow behind him of his advisors. I take it, Grendon. Tulia Chai, ¿qué me dices? Oh, if it is a Django, I confess I'm not entirely sure what's going on. But with you and your friends here, I'm sure it will be alright in the end.
Forgive us our lateness. Master Chai, my congratulations on your appointment. By all accounts, you are a capable mayor.
Oh, I have capable friends, my lady. I must say, it's good to see you looking hale and whole again.
The credit for that lies with my own capable friend, without whom I might never have escaped my abductor.
Ya les doy el chisme.
A primal? I suppose that would explain why Elizabeth has been fostering faith in the Warrior of Light. While you were enjoying your audience with the Wandering Heart of Zodiac, we were busy dispatching the last of the Black Master Ascians, a task which proved almost insultingly easy. Formidable though we undoubtedly are, they were obviously sent to provide encouragement for budding heroes. One cannot help but wonder how many times the ploy has been used before.
Master Chai, you mentioned that the people of Calusia are similarly enamored of the Warrior of Light.
Indeed, though it's hardly surprising given the state of the world. Many are still struggling to find a purpose, and it's only natural that they should take comfort in the tales.
Then the fever has spread to every corner of Norvrant. We may have dealt with his black-masked minions, but it is plain Elidibus has yet to show his hand.
Oh my! What a spectacular sky!
Another star shower.
Wait, is that
Amaurot.
Amaranth?
Did you hear that voice calling out?
No, I didn't hear anything, but... Why do I feel so... like I've lost something dear to me?
Does Elidibus seek to awaken more people to the Echo with clearer visions of the final days?
And who might you be?
Whoever they are, they've come for our heads. No, you don't.
No, bueno que era mago negro.
They are not of flesh and blood.
know this magic. The rings are like unto those that the Exarch did employ in our summoning.
Are you saying the Exarch is summoning them?
Nay, yet the similarity can be no mere coincidence.
Bien, Dine.
Should we make a stand here, or retreat to the Crystarium?
The ether churns around us. More of them will appear ere long. To stay would only place innocents in harm's way. We must fight this battle elsewhere.
Wait! Take one of our airships. You can decide what to do on your flight to the Crystarium.
You are a capable leader in your own right, Master Chai. The citizens of Yulnor chose well.
It's settled then. To the airship!
The Hero's Gauntlet. Espero que no haya demasiado tiempo de espera para este. Son 10:30. 12 minutos. Cinco minutos como tanque. Ay, como healer debe ser más corto, pero no tengo. Bueno, tengo Scholar, pero tengo mis dudas como Scholar. Creo que no tengo ni el equipo. $404. No, no es muy alta. Bueno, voy a ir como tanque. Espero que no se tarde mucho en llegar un healer. A ver qué podemos comprar. Tiene nada más eso. Ah, mira, se tardó menos de lo que esperaba. Vamos pues.
or something?
No es un ninja. Ah, es un berserker. Ay, no sé por qué no lo relacioné antes. Vamos a tener que hacer white porque se murió el healer. Puf. Vámonos.
I think that's the last of them.
Apparently even they have limits. Nevertheless, we should remain vigilant.
Urianger, something occurred to me while we were fighting. These enemies.
Our heroes hailing from other shards, summoned hither to deliver this world from its doom. Scant moments after the star shower did they appear, as yet more souls were inspired to walk the hero's path, no doubt. Thus did hopes for salvation of realms near and far resonate and converge, lending still greater strength unto our adversary.
So that's Elidibus's game. But first things first. If the rings are the same as the Exarchs, then we need to ask him how that's possible.
The Crystarium is close. Let us press on.
They come.
Wow, un chingo.
So near and yet so far.
In the chaos of conflict, one can always find an opening to exploit.
Whoever taught you that is a wise man indeed, and good with a gun blade. But yes, I dare say we can create an opening wide enough for at least one of us to slip through. That being you, of course, though others are welcome to follow in your wake. Reen and I will keep our guests occupied.
Brave and selfless as ever. Yet the two of you may struggle to fool our foes, etherically sensitive as they are. Had you a comrade who could use destructive magics to wreak havoc upon the ambient ether, on the other hand?
Very well. I too shall assist in the diversionary effort.
Oh, not this old dance again. Yes, obviously I'll stay and fight. Alphino, I'm about to do a great many stupid and reckless things. Watch my back, would you?
Al fin no.
And there you have it. Take care of yourself, my friend.
Make a nice big opening.
We'll do our best.
Finished? Then let's begin.
Échate el Limit Break 3. Con eso quedaron ciegos. A short while earlier in the ocular.
is done.
Oh, let me see, let me see.
Ahí está de regreso.
Oh, yes! Your memories are preserved safely within. We've done it. We've done it at last.
I have inspected the other vessels. They are all ready to receive of our friends' memories.
Oh, excellent! Excellent! I shall have my familiars bear word to them at once.
Elidibus.
It was not until I observed the battle between Emet-Selch and the Warrior of Darkness that I realized what I must do. I will summon heroes from other worlds unto the first, just as you did. Their presence shall serve to empower me, granting me the strength to crush my enemy.
Though it pains me to disappoint you, I feel compelled to explain that the magic in question requires no small amount of preparation.
But you assume I require my champions to be summoned in their entirety. I do not. Their souls needn't even be whole. My purpose requires no more than their burning desire to vanquish evil. This I shall sear upon the ether, raising thereby an army of phantom heroes to whom I shall whisper, as I have to so many over the ages. Here lies darkness. It must be destroyed.
And you expect me to cooperate?
I do not require your cooperation. Your death will suffice. The magic I shall have from your corpse. Go, Lucas! We must flee! But what is this?
Graja.
My friend, how did you... No matter, Elidibus. He took us unawares.
was all we could do. To raise a war to hinder his steps. And so we fled. But he took it. With a vessel with the Exarch's memories. Forgive me. Forgive me.
The vessel bears not only my memories, but my blood. The blood of Allegan royalty, granting him the means to control the tower. With it, he has performed I know not how many summonings, calling forth heroes from across the rift. And, as you can see, the burden upon the tower is beginning to tell.
And just that you're alive, make sure you stay that way.
If you mean to face him alone, I will not allow it, not this time. Elidibus has exploited the people's nobility, twisted their purest intentions for terrible ends. And I cannot let it stand. As Exarch, it is my duty to protect them, to defend their hopes and dreams. So I am going to the Crystal Tower, with or without your blessing. Though, I would rather it were with. Thank you.
I joined you, but I would only be a burden. Better that I remain here with my gremlins.
Está bien, Beck, look.
I shall send help. Stay strong, my friend, and take heart. By binding Elidibus within the tower, we have done more than simply delay him. Much like our adversary, I am not wont to show my hand prematurely, but the time has come to bring my strongest card to bear. To the tower!
With your permission, I will make a brief stop to at Accessor Gate, just long enough to send the guard to Beckluck's aid, you understand? There is enough for them, we would never have escaped Elidibus, much less with the spirit vessels. So mine fell into our foes' clutches. Beckluck gathered all the rest and at great risk to themselves. I must see that they are safe before we press on. Enough good people have given their lives that I might fulfill my duty. What of darkness? Exarch, forgive us paltry greeting. We were not notified of your coming. It wasn't planned. I need you to assemble a rescue party. Our friend Begluk lies wounded in a clearing to the west. Pray go to their aid and with haste. At once, my lord. May I ask how they came to harm? There have been reports enemies in our midst, specters who appeared after the star shower. Do they have something to do with it? Yes. The man who attacked Begluk is also responsible for the star shower and the appearance of the specters. I have no time to explain, but know that the individual in question does not seek to indiscriminate harm. You do not bar his servants, but they will not turn on you. You are to leave this foe to us, understood? Meanwhile, I ask that you alert the rest of the guard and focus on maintaining calm in the city. Understood. Lina. I shall take charge on the matters in the city. Find Begluk now. No time to explain. The graver the matter, the less inclined you are to speak of it, even when it is plain for all to see, like what is happening to you. Lina, this time there truly is no time. I know, my lord. Where matters otherwise, I believe you would be willing to speak of your past if pressed. Yes, yet I remain afraid to do so. Afraid that I might learn will make a stranger of you. Forgive me, there is no time. Perhaps a few words are in order. Indeed, time must be made. Nina, do you remember the time you got lost in the tower when you were little and I searched for you for hours on end? And the cake I baked for your 10th name's day, the hideous lump of the hideous lump the good people of the mean covered with beautiful candles. And your hapless first encounter with the sin eaters as a guard. Afterwards, you threw yourself into your training, pretending nothing was wrong. Thought I could see the tears in your eyes. All these moments, what we share, all these feelings that accompany them, they are as real as all that came before, and nothing will ever change that, will ever change what we mean to one another. If I made you worry, then I beg your forgiveness. Heavens knows you deserve better. Through the darkest of times, you have kept faith with me, standing tall as proud daughter of the Crystarium, as an example to us all. I count myself blessed to have had you in my life, and I want you to know that. Why you speak so? At, as if this were our last meeting. Truly, you have a knack for making people worry. Ay, graja. Besides, it is you who are an example to us all. You who have led us through countless trials, and you who will lead us through countless of trials to come. So go, my lord. Do what you must, but take care. sí, vámonos. Chun chun chan chan. The war holds excellent. Elidibus, we will still be within the tower. Our foe's sole purpose is to destroy you, and to that end he has summoned heroes from all other reflections, empowering himself with their hope ever as they occupy your comrades. You will not best him as easily as you did in the depths, by any measure. The odds are now stacked firmly in his favor. To wit, spare no preparation, my friend. I shall leave the war only when you are ready. You are ready then? Very well. I shall leave the war. It's time to finish this. I was sent so long ago that I watched you sail please up. Ah, before I began my slumber, you mean? Uh, it seems longer. It seems rather longer to me, but yes, what a strange symmetry. This time, I break the seal, and I have no intention of locking myself away again. Nay, together we will enter, and together we will live in triumph. So come, my friend, let us be about it.
Not here either. We must keep climbing.
No, no. El Juanete.
Twas but a matter of time. I cannot keep up with you, nor will it avail us to make a stand here. You must go on without me. Find Elidibus and stop him. Worry not, my friend. Though I am no warrior, I have learned to hold my own over the years. When first we explored this tower, you and your fellow adventurers formed the van, while I was left to follow in your wake. Suffice it to say, I was not best pleased with the arrangement. How I wished that I could join you.
Okay.
And now I
Nos vemos.
Here where it all began.
Descansa, señor dragón.
I was right to trust in you, and the power of your legacy, of your name, to let them guide my every deed.
For Elidibus is my name, and my mission, guiding my every deed.
Do you never consider other paths?
I did, but I chose not to walk them, thank the gods. Why ever would you ask me such a thing? Elidibus spoke in similar terms, you say? How curious. To answer your question, then, I made my choice for reasons which seemed obvious to me, but may not to any other. There were the expectations I placed upon myself before beginning my slumber, and the expectations of those who roused me. Of course, I had the choice to turn my back on a lot of it, but in the end, it was no choice at all. I cherish the time I spent with you and the others. What I wouldn't give to return to those halcyon days. Chasing ancient secrets, overcoming trial after trial with the aid of like-minded comrades. And what remarkable comrades they were. In such company, I felt as if I were a character in the epic tales that had stirred my heart as a boy. As if my dream had come true. It hadn't, of course, for I was no hero. Neither then nor after. Though the world to which I awakened and the first were beset with myriad problems, I rarely knew how best to play my part. There was, however, one thing of which I was certain. That I could not bear to let those dear to me meet a tragic end. I'm afraid our time is up. Go! Rest assured you haven't seen the last of me. I wouldn't dream of playing my trump card save in your presence.
Memories of a possible future. Worthless, all. Worthless as memories of the only past. Fated to fray and fade into oblivion. Leaving naught but a gaping void. That was the place. The place I first made myself known to you and yours. The seventh rejoining had left the realm listing dangerously towards darkness, and events were unfolding that threatened to push it over the brink. Thus did I approach you in my capacity as emissary, thinking that you would make a useful pawn. But I was wrong. And for my misstep did La Habrea and Emetzelk pay the ultimate price, leaving me the last of the Unsundered. My remaining brethren, fragmented as they are, cannot hope to see our mission to its end. It falls to me alone. Defeat is not an option. I will strike you down. I will resurrect Lord Zodiac, and I will bring back those who sacrifice themselves to call him forth. Though it take 1,000 years, upon my honor as Elidibus, emissary of the Convocation of 14, I will see this done.
To know that this version is not with the reason, even if he himself can no longer remember what the reason is. You worry too much, Elidibus. This occasion of your duty versus obsession. Those who once really put you are no more. However hard you struggle, you will never bring back the convocation.
What of it? I have my mission. I am Elidibus, and it is my duty to steer mankind and the very star upon their true course. This I swore to someone.
Again.
We spoke, and I swore. What? What did I... This pain, this torment, is nothing. No more than must be suffered to deliver the world from its doom. No more than any of you malformed creatures have known. Even should you lose all that is dear to you, even should it cost you your life, you bear the burden and fight on, kicking and screaming until your last breath is spent!
Aye, it's true. We've lost much and more. Known unimaginable suffering. But through it all, we never, ever forgot what was dear to us. And that's what gave us the strength to carry on.
You have no fight left to fight.
No. It It will not end here. Champions from beyond the rift, heed my call. The time is come to deliver your brethren from darkness. My heart's sole desire is a world free of sorrow. Join with me now in hope and prayer for the salvation of all. If you would usher in the end, then with my all shall I oppose you. As the avatar of those mortal heroes who fought unfalteringly in all their imperfection, as the warrior of light incarnate. Come, warrior of darkness, let us finish this.
Herein I commit the Chronicles of the Traveler, Shepherd to the stars in the dark. To the words be sundered and our souls adrift, where you walk, my dearest friend, fate shall surely follow. For yours is the 14th seat, the seat of Asim.
Not of Heidelin's making. What are you? No, it matters not. You are the enemy, and you will fall. Even should it cost me everything, I will not forsake my duty.
Seat of Sacrifice. Ahorita regreso, no me tardo mucho. Eso se tardó menos de lo que esperaba. Muy bien. Full party.
For my people, for our world, I will strike you down. This battle shall be our last.
Wow, huele queso. Darkness must be destroyed! Gleaming steel! Light my path! Espada de luz. Here, Guardians have been forced to retreat time and again. Ah! Store your like even you free, there is no way back. Yay! You close the crystal of Asim to rest and wish upon it with all your heart. And so it ends in surrender silence.
You cannot be.
Me encanta eso. ¿Y quién va a ser? ¿Quién crees que es? MSQ.
To me, warriors of light! I am salvation given form. Mankind's first hero and his final hope. For victory, I render up my all. Your demise will be ours. Salvation.
Oh, creo que es demasiado antes.
You still stand. Very well. Be gone, sword of shadow.
Ah, me congelé.
I cannot fail. I will not. Fool! You have achieved nothing. I am immortal, yet I will never surrender.
Elidibus, so fixated were you on my memories of the future, you failed to heed the lessons of the past. Your obsession blinded you to the true nature of this tower. This beacon of hope for mankind. Created to serve as a reservoir for the limitless energy of the heavens. To harness and bind the boundless. Not unlike white auracite. Your ill-begotten power. Obtained by exploiting that which is best in us. I shall have it. Your soul and all!
Vamos, Graja.
would become him. I would save everyone. This, I believe. Yet still they cried out in rage and despair. Divided over the fate of the star. A rare occurrence, always fleeting. But not this time. Not this time. Reconciliation. Elizabeth. I was needed. I withdrew myself from Zodiac. For them. My people. My brothers. My friends. Stay strong. Keep the faith. At duty's end, we will meet again. We will. We will. The rains have ceased, and we have been graced with another beautiful day. But you are not here to see it.
I concede I may have overexerted myself. Steady now and listen. I told you before that I had a plan, and that when all is said and done, I would ask a favor of you. We have averted the 8th Umbral Calamity, found a way for everyone to return to the source, and, last but not least, we have secured the future of all the people of Norvrand. We have won, my friend. So, I hope you'll forgive me this moment of selfishness, and while I wouldn't want you to feel obliged, promise me you'll take me on your next adventure. A journey. Together. That's all I ask.
Me lo pudiste haber pedido antes.
If I were to tell you that this isn't the end, that we will meet again, would you believe me? Thank you. My friend, with you, my mind and memory memories shall travel to the ends of the world and beyond. But in this place shall my body stand immovable. May it serve as an undying promise, not only to those who look to me for leadership, but to any soul who has known despair, that hope is everlasting.
There, the exarch would remain, keeping his silent vigil. When the scions were not released from his summoning spell, we proceeded with the plan to return them to the source. The warrior of darkness, however, retained his ability to traverse the two worlds at will. And in time, the Crystal Tower became a symbol of his link to the First, and of hope.
Ere we descend from the throne room, I did chance upon an object which, if I have the right of it, did once. My apologies. My head now is not an appropriate time. Let us speak of it later. Shortly after you left, your serve on enemy ranks were no longer being replenished, presumably when your absence was noted, so we polished them off and came as quickly as we could. Which is to say, not quickly enough. But when you had the such company, didn't you? And you couldn't ask for better than that. You did well, Django. You and the such. At such moments, it is hard to know what to say. Are you alright, my friend? Sometimes I wish that I too had been gifted with the echo. Then I might see what you have seen and glimpse into your heart without the need for words. I am alright. I should be the one asking you. But yes, I'm fine, thank you. We all are. The people are fine, the city is fine, and the star showers have stopped. It's almost as if we'd gone back to the peaceful days that followed the Knight's Throne. Almost. The only way is forward, so I have to believe that whatever lies ahead will be better than what came before. Ahora sí. Django, if you are ready, will you recount to us how the day unfolded. So you reached out to Elidibus at the last, and his heart was moved. I'm not sure I did the right thing. Perhaps you did, perhaps you did not. None can say. But the important thing is this: through violence proved unavoidable, you did at least come to understand your foe. And in knowing these hopes and dreams, do we best remember him and his legacy. So long as they remain unforgotten, the love he and his brethren bore for one another, and the star may yet be rewarded. You said that an ancient came to your aid, but how is that possible? A gift from Emexalc. He knew of Elidibus' plight, foreseeing his own death. He made provisions to bring Elidibus' suffering to an end, lest his friend to be left to continue to struggle alone. Also, I will speculate. It is unlikely we will ever know the truth. The best we can do is to remember events as they happened, no more and no less. As the Rokans so rightly put, history is learned, not lived. Ah, there you are. Big look. My friend, we were given to understand who were injured. Should this to not be a bet? Loud on a time like this? Don't be absurd. I would have gone sooner had the guards not made such a fuss. Now, tell me, what happened? Where is the Exarch? I see. Django, will you show me his spirit vessel? Yes, both his soul and memory seem intact. Good. Unlike the others, his ether was not highly charged, and so did not seem necessary to employ a familiar for the imbuing, but I needed to be certain all the same. Oh, what a relief. Then this was the question of returning his soul into his flesh. And, as thou didst lately tell me, the success of this process rested on no more than our friend's soul recognizing his flesh as his own. As its own. Given his apparent desire to return to the sword with Django, one would think his soul would be only too happy to be home, no? Surely it wouldn't bang at the relative newness of his accommodation. So one would hope, but none can speak for the exact heart of hearts, and he can no longer speak for himself. Furthermore, though I have drawn upon all my not inconsiderable experts to predict the outcome, the fact remains that there is no direct precedent for what we are attempting. Will his body accept his soul? With his essence blend properly? Will he awaken whole of mind? Any number of things could go awry. Assuming I have succeeded in tempering your expectation, I should probably add that I did ask the exarch if he will still wish to return to the source in full knowledge of the risks. A simple enough question, one would think, warranting a single word reply, yet the answer I received was rather longer than that, almost comically so. In fact, regardless of to the respect for the man, I shall attempt to recite it with a certain amount of poetic license. As I grew older, the burdens I carried became ever more numerous, burdens which waited upon my hopes, burying them deep within my breast, so deep that I couldn't be certain they were still there. But when I look around me, I am reminded that no matter how deeply buried they may be, our hopes never truly disappear. No, they are always with us, guiding us, driving us. I see it in Bautri, who sought to vindicate his existence by creating his paradise. I see it in Ranjit, who forsook his life cause in order to protect what he held most dear. I see in the people who choose to struggle rather than surrender to despair. And though our strongest may differ greatly, since the very beginning of time, they have all shared that one common thread: hope. We struggle because we have hope, and when time comes, I too will embrace mine. I will follow my heart regardless of the risk. And I will live with all my being as benefits one who has been granted a second chance. There, I told you it was long and unspeakably sentimental to boot. One would think them the outpourings of a chewy-eyed boy, not the old man the exarch seemed to believe he is. I mean, really, he's scarcely been alive as long as I have been in hiding. I dare say he is blushing in his vessel. Speaking of which, we should make us ready for our journey. Time remains of the essence after all. Needless to say, once we leave, there is no guarantee we can return. If anyone has unfinished business, now is the time to see to it. I must pay a visit to Slitherbolt. Let us reconvene here anon. Hmm. There remain some few matters which require my attention in Ilmech. May I leave Tancred in take care, child? I've been meaning to get some flowers for me, Philia. I thought you might help me choose them, and then we could go to Nabat Areng together one last time. A fine suggestion, Lidon. Well, it's back to Elmore for me. Amongst other things, I owe the Mayor an apology about his hardship. I assume you have places to go of your own to be, Alice. I shall see you later. I shall take this opportunity to conduct a final inspection of the spirit vessels. Given what is at stake, one can never be too thorough. Bueno, teniendo en cuenta que son las 12:12, vamos a dar por terminado el stream de hoy. Ya se hizo tarde. Bueno, ya estos son los últimos pues del MSQ de Shadowbringers. Ya próximo sábado ya es la última parte y yo creo que solo se va a hacer hasta que empiece la siguiente expansión. Así es que mientras tanto, muy buenas noches, gracias por estar aquí y nos vemos el próximo sábado. Sin más por el momento, chao. Sí es cierto. Se me olvida. No, así como a todos se nos olvida. Dale like, comparte y espero que nos vemos la próxima semana. Bye.